Hello everyone. Today we are going to see one more important topic from irrigation engineering. The subject code is 1615505, unit number 4. The topic is investigation and reservoir planning, part number 3, lecture number 8. So in this video class we will be mostly dealing about investigation and reservoir planning. So let's move into the content part. So in this the content is given as investigation and reservoir planning. Then we will be seeing about method to control levels and respective storage in reservoir. Then we will be seeing about fixing control level. Okay, so this it's totally all about irrigation project. How will you fix the control levels in the earthen dam or different types of dams or reservoirs. So detailed content of investigation and reservoir planning. So what all you should keep in mind while you are designing or investigating a reservoir planning. Okay, so first of all you should know the term what does investigation means. Investigation means निरीक्षण करना, जांच करना. Okay, a reservoir where the water is being stored and that same water could be used in future for irrigation purpose. So accordingly you have to plan and you have to execute the plan for further references. So in this video we will be dealing about the water storage reservoir, which is where a dam is constructed across a river with a suitable apparatus structure, and with the help of that water is stored in the upstream side. Okay, next when you build a reservoir or when you construct a reservoir, you should always know the what is the control value, like how much water can be control capacity of the area or volume capacity of that area, or how much discharge you are going to provide in future. So you have to see all this thing in while making irrigation project. Okay, next is impounding reservoir into which river flows naturally. Impounding or storage of reservoir are intended to accumulate a part of flood flow of a river for using during non-flood month. For example, you need to think in a such a way, like when there is no rain and then there will be no rain, there won't be runoff, and due to that there will be less water in the river. So at that time you need to adjust the same water and you have to provide the water to the field, that is CCM, that is cultivable command area, CCA. Okay, so you have to keep that in mind. So while you're designing or planning, you should also think about how could you deal with the situation where there is a famine or where there is a flood. So investigation and reservoir planning teaches you how will you control of water during both when water is in excess or when water is in low. So you have to think about that. Okay, so let's see this diagram. You will understand by seeing this diagram. As you can see in the picture, this is the upstream side and this is the downstream side of a dam, and the one reservoir is constructed across a river. Okay, so this construction is known as reservoir, and the water is being stored here, and when the water is in excess, through sluice gate, here sluice gates are provided, so water passes through this. Okay, in future if there is a heavy rain, the amount of water will increase on upstream side. So what we will do, the water will escape through the spillway or different types of structure through which water would be diverted from here. Okay, so this is another picture which will help you to understand. So first of all we should understand the dam of the body. Okay, and we will be seeing about what does it mean. Okay, so as you can see the dam of the body, this is a dam, this is upstream side and this is downstream side. Okay, so in upstream side what all is available, as you can see, this is the abutment, or you can say body of the dam. This is upper sluice and lower sluice. So what is sluice? This is this sluice, lower sluice is mostly closed. When there is a you need to clean that upstream side, or if there is a more siltation, that time only lower sluice works. Okay, but upper sluice, when the water is more, the water can be escaped through upper sluice. Okay, and this is the body of the dam, and this is ground level. Okay, so this is the water between the surface deep down and a DSL, that is that storage level. That water should be always there in DSL, that is dead storage level, and this water should be always in preserved amount. It should not should be fully used. Okay, so this is dead storage and it is not used for any purposes. Next is live storage. So this live storage water which increases due to heavy amount of flood or due to heavy rainfall, this live storage can be used for irrigation purposes, and this water could be diverted from either through the canal head regulator or through the opening the body of dam, that is sluice. Okay, so what is FTL? FTL is full tank level. Okay, HFL is high flood level and TBL is total bund level. Okay, so these are the abbreviation given, so we will be seeing all this abbreviation one by one and what does it mean. And this is freeboard. FB means freeboard. So overall construction on upstream side, that is gross storage. As we have seen already in irrigation engineering, that is what is gross command area. We all know gross command area means all the land in the particular region given, that is comes under gross command. Okay, as we have seen in the doubt class also, that what is the gross command of if the example is for gross command area is 10,000 hectare, in that 8,000 hectare is cultivable command area, then 2,000 are non-cultivable command area. So overall, if when you calculate cultivable command area and non-cultivable command area, that comes under gross command area. So similarly, there is a gross storage also, where whole water is being stored, and when you see the water flows from this side to this side. Okay, next is control level in dam. So now we are going to see what are the control level. Okay, so as we have seen in the picture, what is TBL? TBL is top bund level, which is available in the top of the body of the dam. This is the RL of the dam top, with depends on capacity, storage of flood lift, freeboard. The height of the dam at any section is different from TBL and ground level. So this should be kept in mind. As we all know, when you design any dam or a reservoir, any irrigation project, you should always keep in mind that you should always think for 200 years ago what is going to happen. So you have to think in advance. Okay, so total bund level has the RL of the dam. So what is RL? RL is reduced level of the dam. Okay, next is high flood level. What is high flood level? Up to which the maximum RL where water could have been raised. Okay, so it is the maximum RL up to which water can rise in the reservoir, that is known as HFL. Next is full tank level. So what is full tank level? Water in the reservoir is stored up to the level known as FTL or FRL. Okay, full tank level or full reservoir level, yes, you can say anything. Okay, so usually the crest of the spillway is kept at that level. So the spillway is provided in the structure of the dam. So when the water is FTL or full reservoir level, water could escape through spillway, and that water could be used for any irrigation projects. Okay, next is low water level. So what is low water level? It is the lowest RL of water surface in the reservoir. If the water goes below the LWL, then the water can be drawn out of the water cannot be drawn out of the reservoir. Then that is known as a dead storage also, that water could not be used for any purposes, and as it stays in the upstream side of the river. Okay, so as we are seeing the control level. So what is dead storage? So when you see LWL, low water level, in that lower part of the upstream side where water is stored, which water could not be used for further anything, that is known as dead storage. So dead storage below the still level, lower still level, that is LSL, cannot be used, hence it is called as dead storage. Okay, LSL is always in upstream still and kept up to 50 cm to 100 cm below LWL. So this is generally equal to volume of silt. Okay, so already we have seen what is silt. So silt is a finer particle of sand which size is 0.02 mm or less than that. So it is very fine. So it gets accumulated on the upstream side of the base. So the capacity of the reservoir should be decreases when more siltation is there. Okay, next is live storage. So what is live storage? Live storage is the storage between LWL and FTL. So what is LWL? Low water level and full tank level is called as live storage. So what is live storage? Live storage means what irrigation requirement plus tank losses. Like you need to think also like how much water would be required plus tank losses, how much losses is there. Okay, next is gross storage. So what is gross storage? It is the storage at FTL in the reservoir. So gross storage is equal to dead storage plus live storage. So sum of Dead storage plus live storage is known as gross storage. Okay, next is freeboard. So what is freeboard? It is the vertical distance between TBL and HFL. So what is TBL? TBL is top bund level and HFL high flood level. The distance between TBL and HFL, that is known as a freeboard. It is a clear margin kept as a measure of safety. Like you should think about, like, if the water level increases beyond the mark, as you know, if the water increasing beyond the mark, the water should be open, the dam body should be open to make the water pass from upstream side to downstream side. So you always keep in mind that freeboard is available in every type of irrigation structures or irrigation projects. Okay, next is parent stream. So parent stream, what is parent? Parent is janani, जो आपको जन्म देता है. Okay, so it is the river across which dam is constructed, that is known as a parent stream. Okay, next is fixing control level. How will you fix the control level? What are the procedure to fix a control level? So first of all, the procedure for fixing control level of a reservoir is called water planning. You need to plan accordingly how much water would be stored, how much water you are going to supply in that area. Next, data required for this are as follow. The catchment area, that is A in kilometer square, its classification and rainfall data. So when you are planning or designing anything, you need to study the full pattern of the particular region. What is the type of vegetation, how much amount of rainfall is received, what are the runoff capacity. Okay, so you have to see everything in that. The command area, proposed crop pattern, delta, duty, losses and intensity of irrigation. So you need to see the command area, how much area is going to be cultivated, which type of crop are being grown there. Okay, delta or duty means how much water is required for one full season. Okay, next, intensity of irrigation, what is the intensity, what rate yield we will be getting through irrigation. Next is area capacity curve. So what is area capacity curve? Area capacity curve is a graph drawn between x and y axis against volume and elevation. So when you draw a graph, okay, two graphs can be drawn, that is x and y axis. In that, area capacity curve will be from this side and volume capacity curve will be this side. So the area capacity curve depends on how much area is submerged under water, that is known as area capacity curve. It is drawn between volume and elevation. Okay, so these are the things you need to keep in mind. The rate of silting, life of reservoir and L section. So you also should think about the what is the rate of silting, how much amount of silt is being stored in every 5 years. So you need to particularly design accordingly. So you need to think for beyond. Okay, next is life of reservoir. What is the life of reservoir? Like some life would be, the span of the reservoir should be there, like it should not fail in any cause. Okay, next is L section, means that longitudinal section should be maintained. Next is the rate of tank losses, how much water is being lost without opening the water, how much water is being passed to upstream side to downstream side, that should also kept in mind. Okay, next is what are the procedure. First, you need to think, one, yield is determined from catchment area and rainfall data which gives dependable yield. Like what is yield? यील्ड को हिंदी में कहते हैं कि कितना उससे फायदा हो रहा है, कितना उपज हो रहा है, उसको हम लोग यील्ड बोलते हैं. सेकंड, crop water requirement, that is how much water that crop require in that particular region. Okay, on which month and which season per year how much water is required. What are the command area, कितना वहाँ पे ज़मीन है जिसमें हम लोग कल्टिवेशन करते हैं. ठीक है, that is it can be a large, small or medium. Okay, depending on crop water requirement. Okay, so you have to include both the losses as well as how much amount of water is required. Next is fixing LWL. Fixing LWL is low water level. How will you fix it? So first of all, you will know the day storage of that depending area. First, you will know the parent river. Which is the parent river? Is the river is perennial or non-perennial? Perennial means the water is available whole year, and non-perennial means only during rainy season. So you have to think accordingly, and you have to build a irrigation project. So going that, seeing that, you need to think about what is the vegetation in this area, how is the climatic condition, amount of rain, how much amount of rainfall is received, how much runoff is there. So you need to think about that. Okay, the life of reservoir is considered to be equal to the number of years required to fill up the reservoir by silt up to a SLL. In this method, is right, like how much year thus it will take to fill the upstream side of river by silt, that much year that dam or reservoir will stay. Okay, so first of all you need to think reduced level corresponding to the silt storage capacity. So how will you calculate the silt capacity? Simple is that rate of silting into CA, that is command area in kilometer square, into the given life of the given reservoir. Okay, next is RL of steel silt of sluice at under section calculator from tail end of distribution system. Okay, next reduce level for corresponding to 10% of gross storage. So you have to calculate everything and overall, then only you can fix the LWL, that is low water level. Next is fixing FTL, full tank level. How will you fix the full tank level? First of all, you will study the design criteria, then you will study the catchment area, then you will study the rainfall pattern, crop pattern, command area. You will see everything, and you will be seeing about what type of river is there, it is perennial or non-perennial. Then only you can fix the FTL. So for fixing FTL, you need to see RL corresponding to the silt storage capacity, that is rate of silting into catchment area into life of dam in meter cube per किलोमीटर स्क्वायर. यू नीड टू थिंक इन देयर. सो इसमें रेट ऑफ सिल्टिंग निकल जाएगा तो 200 से 500 मीटर क्यूब किलोमीटर स्क्वायर पर ईयर उतना होता है सिल्टिंग. तो कितना समय लगेगा उसको भरने में, तो उतना ही उसका लाइफ स्पैन रहेगा, दैट इज FTL. नेक्स्ट RL corresponding to 10% of gross storage of crop water requirement. How much water is required by the crop, you have to calculate accordingly. Okay, next is RL of a bed canal at the head plus full supply depth of canals should be calculated to fix that FTL. Next is fixing HFL, FRL and TBL. So what is HFL? Full high flood level. FRL means full reservoir level and TBL means top bund level. So fixing FRL is fixed at a gross storage. Now, how much is the gross storage? As I have already explained what is gross storage. Okay, next is the gross storage is taken as lesser for demand and supply. Then HFL is equal to FRL plus flood lift. Okay, so what is HFL? High flood level, when it occurs when there is full reservoir level is there and how much rainfall is received, and that same water comes to the river, and that is flood lift, that is H. H is assumed between 2 to 3 meter. So how much meter is considered height of the dam? Like apart from FRL, 2 to 3 meter should be constructed height, so that flood water can also be stored, and when it crosses FB, that is free board, then the water should be open to go in downstream side. Next is TBL, total bund level, that is HFL plus free board. So when high flood level is there and free board is available, the free board is depending upon the height of the dam, कितना वो height है उस डैम का, उसी के अनुसार से हम लोग फ्री बोर्ड को भी डिज़ाइन करते हैं. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट है हमारा as you can see the water spread area. By this picture, this is Hoover Dam. Okay, so this is an arch dam, this is the upstream side and this is the downstream side. So water is being stored here. Okay, and water spread area is the spread reservoir on upstream side of the HFL. All lands within high flood level कंटूर कम्स अंडर द वाटर स्प्रेड. सो जितना वाटर स्प्रेड क्या होता है, अपस्ट्रीम साइड में जितना भी लैंड जो सबमर्ज रहता है पानी के अंदर, उसको हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं, वाटर स्प्रेड एरिया. ओके, नेक्स्ट इज फ्लड अब्सॉर्प्शन कैपेसिटी. फ्लड अब्सॉर्प्शन कैपेसिटी क्या है? इट इज़ द वॉल्यूम ऑफ वाटर इन रिजर्वायर बिटवीन HFL एंड FTL. सो उसको हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं, फ्लड अब्सॉर्प्शन कैपेसिटी. मीन्स वाटर किसके बीच में होना चाहिए, हाई फ्लड लेवल और फुल टैंक लेवल के बीच में है, तो उसको हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं, फ्लड अब्सॉर्प्शन कैपेसिटी. नेक्स्ट इज कमांड एरिया सर्वे. सो कमांड एरिया मीन्स कौन सा एरिया जहाँ पे कल्टिवेशन पॉसिबल है, उसको हम लोग कमांड एरिया कहते हैं. तो उसमें हमको पहले क्या कैलकुलेट करना है, वी नीड टू कैलकुलेट द टोटल कंसिडरेबल कमांड एरिया ऑफ द गिवन रीजन. नेक्स्ट टू fix the alignment of canal to in the distribution work, like a canal should be placed in a such a way, or it should be aligned in a such a way that it reaches each and every farmer in that particular region, and depending upon total command area also. Next, to decide number of water shed, how much water is required per season. Okay, so you need to keep that in mind. Next is to know about unculturable command area also. What is unculturable command area? The area which is infertile. ओके, वेयर नथिंग इज ग्रोन, उसको बांझ ज़मीन बोलते हैं, जो बांझ हो जाता है. ठीक है, उसमें कुछ नहीं जन्मता है, जैसे इट कैन बी ए ग्रेवयार्ड, एनीथिंग. सो दैट इज कम्स अंडर अनकल्चरेबल कमांड एरिया. एंड फॉर पर्पस ऑफ स्पॉट लेवलिंग कंटूर मेथड इज अडॉप्टेड. उस एरिया को कंटूर मेथड में भी हम लोग अडॉप्ट करते हैं. ठीक है, तो उससे हम लोग कमांड एरिया सर्वे करते हैं. नेक्स्ट इज Procedure for command area survey. What is the procedure? Similarly, you need to see the map of the given area. How can you prepare the design? You need to do recognition survey, preliminary survey, and detailed survey. Next, you need to fix the TBM, that is total burn level in the area, and what type of parapet will be using, that also. Then village maps are taken in the field and the position of leveling staff is marked. Okay, so the simplest thing that we all know, from where the river is crossing, the area, the full area is being surveyed, where you will it will be marked in the map. So you will understand the strata type and its depth, कितना उस नदी का गहराई है, जिससे कितना उससे फायदा हो सकता है, सारा चीज को जांच करते हैं. नेक्स्ट वी सी पॉपुलेशन एंड देयर ऑक्यूपेशन, लाइक फ्रॉम वेयर द रिवर इज क्रॉसिंग, व्हाट इज द पॉपुलेशन ऑफ दैट एरिया वेयर द रिवर इज क्रॉसिंग. सो हाउ मच occupation people are getting through that irrigation project. Okay, so as we all know, India is a country where 70% of the people are dependent on agriculture. So we all know why it is important to make a irrigation project. Next is number of wells and ground water table. Like वहाँ पे उस एरिया के रीजन में आपको देखना है कि कितना कुआं है और what is the depth of water table, कितना गहराई में water table है. You need to keep that in mind. And existing irrigation, कौन सा irrigation वहाँ practice होता है, कौन सा सिंचाई वहाँ पे हम लोग करते हैं, that also should be kept in mind. Okay, next is, so as you can see, this is a gross command area, or you can say also cultivable command area. Gross command area means whole area which is seen in the picture. Okay, where the cultivation is done is known as a cultivable command area. Okay, then you have to prepare a project report. So in that project report you will be seeing the history of the past of the, like how much amount of water is coming, the कितना उससे नुकसान या फ़ायदा हो रहा है, वो सारा चीज़ को हिस्ट्री में देखते हैं. नेक्स्ट इरिगेशन डिटेल, यू विल बी सीइंग दैट कितना उससे फ़ायदा हो रहा है, कौन कौन सा प्रोजेक्ट वहाँ पे ले ऑलरेडी हो चुका है यार, फ्यूचर में होने वाला है, यू नीड टू सी दैट. देन कंस्ट्रक्शन डिटेल, इन कंस्ट्रक्शन डिटेल इट रिक्वायर्स लाइक कि कैसा प्रोजेक्ट है, प्रोजेक्ट इज मीडियम या हाई और लो, ठीक है, बजट एंड टोटल प्लानिंग वर्क एंड ड्यूरेशन ऑफ वर्क, कितना टाइम लगेगा उसको फिनिश करने में. तो फुल कंस्ट्रक्शन डिटेल शुड बी मार्क्ड. ओके, नेक्स्ट इज summary. So in this summary what we have seen about investigation, reservoir planning, कि हम लोग क्यों करते हैं, कैसे करते हैं. इन्वेस्टिगेशन का मतलब कहता है निरीक्षण करना, ठीक है, रिजर्वायर में जहाँ पानी को स्टोर करते हैं. प्लानिंग करने के लिए कोई भी इरिगेशन प्रोजेक्ट को बनाते हैं तो उसमें हम लोग को प्लानिंग मस्ट है, ताकि हम लोग वहाँ का लोगों का डिमांड को पूरा कर सकें. नेक्स्ट इज method to control levels and respective storage in the reservoir. So we have seen what is the method to control levels for given respective reservoir. Next is how we will be fixing control levels. So we have seen this 3 topic in this video class. So if you have any doubt after seeing this video, we can deal in the doubt session also. So I have referred from this books from Dr. B.C. Punamiya book, then Santosh Kumar Gaur book, and online source, that is google.com, to prepare this slide. So thank you. If you have any doubt, we will be clearing in online Hangout meet. Thank you.